I'm Marilyn Shannon, and I'm the host of Psychic Roundtable. And today we're doing something a little different. We're having a conversation with someone who does energy work here in Kingston. We're calling this Conversations with Psychic Roundtable on YourTV. These are people that don't always show up on our show, but do fascinating things and maybe send love and peace out to the world every morning. So joining me today is Susan Lisa. Hello, Susan.
Hello, Marilyn.
So your specialty is aloha healing and the breath work that you do. Where did you learn to do this breath work?
I went to Hawaii on a couple of occasions, and I also did a little stint in Toronto about it.
All righty. And I know that you've been to Hawaii more than once to learn these things. What happened to you in Hawaii?
Well, the first time I went, I was taking a course in Hoonah, and it was fabulous. And I just felt I was home there. I went with a friend, and we'd done a whole island trip in one day, but we stopped at the Akaka Falls. It's a state national park, and it was there that I was beside a waterfall, and I found myself just tearing up, and I totally felt like I was home, and I couldn't believe the feeling I had at that point, and I knew I was in the right place at the right time, and it just started me up. Like I had done a few energy things before, but I didn't really know what I was doing. But this course that I was on, it spoke to me, and the symbols that I was learning were amazing, and I could ramble on for quite a while about that one.
Yes, we can. Once we start to talk about how the hook got into us, whatever
Yes.
our chosen modality is. So tell me, why does this Hoonah Breath work?
The Hoonah Breath is basically you're infusing the divine with the breath work. And so it's carried out, and when I'm giving or sending the breath work out, it's like it's carried out on the wind. It's the best explanation I could have for that.
All righty. So what I know about you, because I've experienced Hoonah and Aloha healing personally and individually and in a group. All right. I remember the conference that we were at and everybody was coughing, and you sent us energy and nobody coughed in the afternoon. So what's interesting to me is that you send the energy out to people, right?
Yes.
And how do they know that anything is working?
Oh, they can feel it. I have to let people know when I'm sending out the energy so that they can be receptive to it. They have to be prepared to receive the energy. And once that's organized, and I sit down in front of my spot, and I send it out as if they're with me, whether it's one person, 20 people, or 100 people. I send it out as if they're with me, and I can envision that.
And tell me about what you do every morning with this wonderful energy that you have.
Every morning I sit in my personal space, And it's like a prayer. And I send that prayer out with the Hoonah Breath. And I send it to everyone who has liked my Aloha Healing Facebook page. I send it to all of my family, wherever they are in the world, because they're all over the place. And I send it to people that I know who haven't been well, but aren't on the computer. And I take my time and I send out a prayer, and it goes out to the ethers with the breath work. And then I follow that up. It's not a half an hour, it's maybe 5 minutes, but it's accumulative. And then after that, I send out a world healing prayer as well. And the same thing, it's about 5 minutes, and I believe it's accumulative. I feel like I'm making a difference.
You do make a difference. I know you do because I have experienced this. And as I said at the conference, everybody was coughing, and you did the Hoonah Breath and the symbols for us. But I also know that you've refined this method to be also intuitive.
Yes. After I did my training on the Big Island of Hawaii, the next time I went with another friend, and we went to Maui, and we went all over Maui to all of the sacred places. And in one in particular place, it's called a heiau. What I got at that heiau was a message to use my intuition with the symbols, or just using my intuition. So from that point on, I've used my intuition a lot more, using the Hoonah Breath, sending it out. And I feel I can personalize that now. So I'm not sending out the same symbols to everyone. I'm sending out something different for everyone. That's on a one-to-one basis. In a group, I have to search for the right thing for the whole group. And I mean, I'm searching by using my intuition. What is the best thing for the whole group? So we went up to the heiau, and I received a message that I was to use my intuition. And so from that point on, that's what I did. I used some of the symbols with my intuition, so that when I was doing a one-to-one session, I could personalize that completely. And if I'm doing a group session for, say, 20 people, I can get the idea of what is needed for those 20 people. And if I'm working with 100 people, I will do my best to either say ahead of time, this is what we will be working on, and then give out the energy session to everyone.
So it works whether you're one person or a group of people or a huge group of people.
Yes,
And
it does.
I know that on Facebook you put up that you'll be sending energy out at certain times, and Thursday at 9 o'clock or whatever. Where can people find that information, Susan?
I post it on Facebook. So I am alohahealing.ca with Susan Lisa, and I have an event page, but if people aren't used to doing Facebook, I'm not sure how else to quite reach them. They can call me, but
Yes.
It is on my Facebook page.
So they could join that page. They could like that page, and they will get that information and can go and check it out. So could you just give us some of your healing breath to close?
Yes. And so I would like you to open your palms and put them on your lap and be willing to receive. maybe even close your eyes.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me on the show. Thank you, Marilyn.